Let's be clear about what this report, what this letter is and what it isn't. It is an exoneration, a legal exoneration with regard to conspiracy or collusion. As to this issue of whether the president obstructed justice in this investigation, the special counsel doesn't say, and in fact makes a point to say this report does not conclude the president committed a crime. It also does not exonerate him. So would you acknowledge it is incorrect for the president to call this a total exoneration?
Not at all. It is. It is a complete and total exoneration. And here's why. Because the special counsel, they said they couldn't make a decision one way or the other. The way the process works is then they leave that up to the attorney general. The attorney general and the deputy attorney general went through and based their decision on Mueller's investigation. This wasn't based on just their own ideas and their own thinking. It was based on Mueller's investigation.
In point of fact, you have a special counsel because that person is supposed to be independent and supposed to make this legal judgment. In this case, for whatever reason, Mueller didn't. Attorney General Barr took it upon himself to issue a legal conclusion. And some critics are saying, wait a minute, is this on the level? He did it in 48 hours. And he wrote a memo 8 months ago, in June last year, stating there wasn't an obstruction of justice case. So the criticism is, here's a guy making a snap judgment who had already made up his mind about the case, and it's on the record.
It's not a snap judgment. This is anybody that knows Attorney General Barr, including a number of Democrats who have known him for decades and have talked about what a great individual he is and how highly respected he is in the legal community. He takes his job seriously, but let's be clear. It wasn't that he took this upon himself. That's the process of the law. When the special counsel couldn't make a decision, couldn't make a final determination, they refer that to the attorney general to make that decision. He made it in conjunction with the deputy attorney general, who's been intimately involved in this process from the very beginning. So it's not like you have somebody that just showed up onto the scene making this a silo.
What about the idea that he already had judged the case? I mean, he wrote a 19-page memo stating there's no obstruction case against the president before he saw one piece of evidence.
Look, I think that it is very clear. Look at Bob Mueller's report. He could not make a determination. In the legal community, when you can't convict somebody on something, you're exonerating them, legally exonerating them.
You're not
pushing them on something.
You're not. I mean, to say, just as a legal matter, to say that you can't prosecute someone because they don't meet the elements of the statute is not. It's not an exoneration.
Well, and they couldn't make a decision. I think the big takeaway here is that there was nothing to show conclusively that the president obstructed justice. They couldn't make a final decision. They followed the legal process. They referred it to the attorney general, who consulted with the deputy attorney general, who had not been, had no memo and had been intimately involved from the beginning. And together they made that decision.